it's just weird when I think about it. It's like, oh, but who wants to know about me? But people are curious, huh?
They do know.
They do.
They do know. Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of Getting to Know You, our series dedicated to fresh faces making a big impact on UK stages. And today we've come to the Theatre Royal Drury Lane to sit down with Mae Ann Jorolan, who is making her West End debut as Meg in Disney's Hercules.
If there's a price for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history, been there, done that.
I was born and raised in Switzerland. Both of my parents are Filipino, and I grew up with both cultures, which was very, very beautiful and insightful. I'm very much familiar with the Swiss culture and the Filipino culture. I grew up with so much music. My dad is a passionate singer too. He taught me how to play the guitar. They sent me to ballet class when I was 4. They sent me to piano lessons when I was 7. So there was so much music involved in my early life, which I'm very grateful for. You know what? I didn't know that musical theater performer would be a profession that you can pursue. I didn't know that that was a thing. I thought people, that's just, thing you do in the States because you have so many chances and opportunity there, but not a kid from Switzerland. So I had so many dreams when I was a kid. I wanted to be a dentist. I wanted to be a doctor. I also wanted to be like a flight attendant, a pop star. And my parents were very supportive. I chose the route of becoming a nurse because my mom used to be a head nurse too. And I kind of fulfilled the Filipino cliche, right? Oh, what a surprise, I'm a nurse.
He is a distraction, nothing but a massive muscle brush off the attraction. And his smile is just a hustle, nothing to believe in. Think of getting even, end up getting free.
So after graduating, I was in my early 20s. I worked in a psychiatric clinic, which was very interesting also as a night shift nurse. And like I said, I was in my early 20s. I didn't get to see my friends as much, and I didn't get to hang out. You had different priorities back then. So I was like, you know what? I just want to do something else. And that was working in a call center. Completely different. You had the 9 to 5. That was a very interesting experience. Kudos to the people who do that for a living because I did not have the talent for that. So yeah, that's what I did. In the end, I got to combine my medical knowledge with the admin side of things. And then I worked in a health insurance company in Switzerland, which was very, very interesting. And then, now comes the point. Stage School Hamburg, they do musical theater workshops in the German realm in Europe, so that means Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. They had a 3-day workshop in Zarrett, and I participated in that, and I realized that this is what I wanted to do. And they offered me a contract to study there, and I took that as a sign. It was a life-changing experience because imagine having a stable life. You have your friends there that you know ever since you were a little kid. You know the system. You earn a good amount of money. To suddenly do that step of moving into a foreign country where you know nobody. You don't even know if this job is going to provide you long term. But my then partner said that you can always come back. Whenever you feel like this is not for you, you can always come back. But I never went back. So Jasmine was my first big role. It was a very exciting experience. I was having so much fun. Also, that was after the pandemic. And that was after the pandemic, so everybody was just excited to be back on stage. People were excited to be back in the theater. So the energy was just overall very thrilling. I only have fond memories of the Aladdin company in Stuttgart. And then Hamilton came next, and I had no break in between. It was the original German production of Hamilton, so it was a whole new translation, never been done before in German. So it was very exciting to be part of that journey and to have worked with the geniuses of Hamilton.
You just think you're kidding.
He's the earth and heaven to you.
Try to keep it hidden.
Honey, we can see
right through you.
Girl, you can feel it. We know how you feel it.
Having to originate the role in Germany of such an iconic character. Like I grew up with Disney movies, and Meg has always been one of my favorites. And getting to give her life on stage was so special. The little kid in me was so happy. So just experiencing this whole journey of how a Disney show is made from scratch is just such an honor. And to do it all here now makes it even more special. Because I've seen the process, how it's been from like day one, basically. Since I did not attend the auditions here in London, but my auditions in Hamburg were in English except for the scenes. And I've got to work with Casey, for example, in the Hamburg process. So I take that as my audition. My audition was the whole rehearsal process in Germany.
You had the longest really.
This was the longest audition of my life ever.
No chance, no way, I won't say it, no. You see, it's not why deny it, It's too cliche, I won't say I'm in love.
It's such a big step for me, honestly. I never would have thought that I would end up here. And it's not ending here. Like the journey is going to continue, but I feel so honored, and it's such a dream come true. I never dared to dream to be here, honestly. But this makes me a little bit emotional. As an artist, you've gone through so much, and you sacrifice so much for the arts, and having this is such a gift. It's such a gift, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Yeah. Thank you.
You can catch Mae Ann live and in person here at Theatre Royal Drury Lane. As always, feel free to leave your thoughts about the show in the comments section down below. But please, for the love of all those who won't say they're in love, keep it kind. And I'll see you next time for What's on Stage.
At least out loud, I won't say I'm in. Should love, should sha la 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 la.
Do you remember any of the rap in German? Have any lyrics stayed with you?
Yes and no. Oh my god. Do you want me to rap? Mind you, I was Peggy.
I just want to know what it sounds like.
Und Peggy.